Hi, I'm PrepperMark, and today I want to talk to you about what I think is eventually going to happen after it hits the fan. Now, unless it's something really major happens when it hits the fan, I think eventually things are going to settle down and people are going to go back to somewhat a normal way of life. I think they're going to start towns back up. I think they're going to find sheriffs and deputies to protect those towns and uphold the laws. I think you're going to have people come into town, trade stuff and barter stuff. So this is where you need to learn something you can use for trading or bartering. Now, like me, I'm growing fruits and vegetables. So if there's a town market eventually starts back up again, I'll take my fruits and vegetables into town and trade it for something I need. Now, you can do like I am, growing fruits and vegetables. You can raise chickens for eggs, chickens for meat, maybe raise rabbits for meat, cattle for meat, learn how to make furniture with hand tools like they used to back in the olden ages. If you're a beer drinker, learn how to brew beer. That way I'm sure there's going to be a demand for beer. No matter what happens, that demand will still be there. Learn a skill or something you can barter with. Maybe if you're a carpenter, I'm sure there's going to be needs for that because people ain't going to be able to fix their own houses. I don't think everybody's going to have that skill. So maybe you can go do some fixing on their house. In return, they can give you some meat or vegetables or both. Like I said, I think that's what's going to happen. I think people are eventually going to start up towns and going to have a market in town. You may even have storefronts eventually starting up. Back in the olden days, you may have general stores. Now, you raise eggs, you may take several dozen eggs in there and trade for something he has in the store. He might give you store credit, say $5 for 5 dozen eggs, and then you can use that $5 of store credit to get anything you want in that store. But I think eventually everything's going to settle down and we're going to go back to a normal way of life. It might be just one step above the Stone Age, and we sure aren't going to have the modern technology we do have now, and who knows when we can get close to that again. But in the past, every civilization that fell always came back. So I think that's what will happen for us. So you need to be prepared, you need to learn a skill, you need to learn how to do something to trade or barter, because eventually your prepping supplies are going to go and you're going to need new things. And when you do this, find something you're going to enjoy doing. If you're going to hate gardening, don't go out and start a garden and plan on that for bartering with. If you aren't mechanically inclined to make furniture, then don't do that because that's just going to be a nightmare for you. But find something you enjoy doing, something you're good at, and something you can treat like a hobby and do it in your spare time. But I think we all need to learn a skill like that, and eventually it will pay off. If you're a doctor, you may already have that skill. Back in the good old days, doctors made house calls, and usually people didn't have the money to pay them, so they gave them cakes and pies and stuff like that. So, like I said, I think that's the way we're going to go. I think we're going to go back to the olden days like it was in the Wild West days, so to say. But you need to learn something. You need to have something to barter with for when everything settles down. Well, I'm PrepperMark. I want to thank you all for watching. Take care and God bless.